It's not fair.
snapped the voice.
Thomas gets a day off by going to the works and he gets a new coat of paint. Whatever happened to seniority?
Wait, isn't Thomas older than you?
Shut up, Percy.
Gordon was cross.
Why should Thomas get a new coat of paint? If my paint condition is good enough for me, then his paint condition should be good enough for him. Not to mention me having to sit outside the canopy while waiting for the passengers to board the train is most tiring. Wouldn't you agree, Henry and James?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Gordon. I actually don't mind. My paintworks never look ever better against the sun.
I mind. The sun has caused some blotches on my paintwork.
Skill issue.
Oh, shut up, James. I need a new coat of paint.
We all need new coats of paint. However,
Some of us get more special treatment than others.
Said James as Thomas pulled in. He had been sent to the works for a repaint and had just come back.
spoiled? That's what you are.
I'm not spoiled. All the engines are getting new coats of paint just in time for the summer traffic. Even if I am, I deserve to be spoiled. You don't. You just boast and show off all the time.
You best watch your tongue, little Thomas. Don't forget you're speaking to the fastest engine on the railway. You also don't deserve a new coat of paint. After all, you are just a shunter, and we all know shunters are the lowest of the
That
low.
is quite enough, Gordon.
Steaming into the sheds were Edward and Duck. They were Thomas's best friends.
Thomas deserves a new coat of paint because he is one of the most important engines on the island. In fact, all of us are important. Indeed, big engines like you are best seen and not heard.
Gordon, realizing he was outnumbered, said no more. But Gordon, being set in his old ways, never learned his lesson. Every day, the Express sends out a tentative headquarters full of passengers and arrives back with new ones. Because it travels all across the railway, the Express picks up different passengers from multiple stations. It could be hot and tiring work, but the big engines were fiercely protective of it. Usually either Thomas, Percy, or Duck arrange the coaches while the big engines wait in the sheds or stay in the sidings until the trains are ready. Everything usually goes like clockwork, but today, because of block convenience, there were problems. One morning, as Thomas shunted the coaches, he saw two boys admiring his smart blue paint and taking down his number. Thomas felt very proud, but he couldn't stop long. "Come on, Thomas," said his driver. "We don't want you being dragged behind Gordon's Express again. We best move out of the way." Thomas reluctantly agreed and blew his whistle to let the signalman know he was there. "Let me through, please." Then came the booming whistle of Gordon. He was impatient and was ready to couple up to his train.
Come on, what's the holdup, sir?
"The points are jammed. We can mend them, but it would take a little bit. You're going to get another engine to take this train out." Then along came the Fat Controller. "What's going on here? Gordon, why aren't you coupled to your train?" The workman explained everything to him. "Well, I'm afraid there's not much we can do. Henry and James are already out with the morning goods, and Boco's all the way at Wellsworth. The only free engine available is Bear, and he's all the way at Crunk. He won't be able to get here in time."
Why not let Thomas try?
I have no idea what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't going to be that. Good idea, Gordon, but there's no way he could pull the train on his own.
Can he manage if Edward helps, sir?
Maybe. I think the two of them with Duck might manage. As only as far as Crunk, Bear will be there. We'll be able to change locos, but we must hurry. He quickly walked away to make arrangements. "Are you sure about this, Gordon?"
Positive.
But it doesn't seem like an act of desperation. Now you two need to think of the passengers. They have places to be as well. And it looks like in this case, desperate times call for desperate measures.
Well, I always wanted to pull the Express. All right, let's do it.
That's the spirit.
So the trio was coupled to the Express. Edward near the coaches, Duck in the middle, and Thomas at the front wearing the Express head coat. Before they left, the station master came and spoke to them. "Dominic will be here soon to take over the shunting. And don't worry about the passenger service on the little farm car branch. Daisy will be taking care of those along with Oliver. And Donna, Daniela, Percy, and Toby can manage the goods work. Also, Bear will be taking over the train once you get to Kronk. So get the train to there. Don't worry about keeping the time. He'll make up for it later. Good luck.
We don't need luck. We've got skill. Right, guys?
Damn right.
Of course.
Right, away, guard.
Steady now. Steady now. We're doing it. We're doing it.
It's happening! It's happening! It's finally happening!
How late were we, Bear? Well, holy pepperoni! You guys made just a minute before the deadline! Phew! I was worried there for a second. Ha! And that's one headlamp for old Gordon, too! You guys made here 15 minutes early! Serves him right for calling you a silly little tank engine, Thomas! After a few minutes of swapping the engines around, Bear backed onto the express and took over the rest of the journey. The Fat Controller, who had been on the train, told the trio he was proud of them. Well, that was certainly an express, you remember? Anyway, you three have worked extremely hard, and now you deserve a rest before returning to the TINF headquarters. I don't know why, but I was expecting it to go as bad as the time where Oliver took that passenger train last week.
And here we are at our final destination.
Hello, Oliver.
Oh, hello, Boko. What are you doing here?
I was just going to ask you the same thing.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Where the hell did Oliver go with the passengers? He had one job.
Later that night, Gordon had something to say to Thomas, Everett, and Duck.
I'm sorry, you three, about what I've said. I shouldn't have been so rude. Thank you for taking the express for me.
Don't worry about it, Gordon.
We forgive you.
Thank you, Thomas.
And you know what? The Fat Controller was right. This certainly has been an express to remember.